100 naira ko. Estambul ko.
Good morning, Lagos, and you are welcome to Lagos this morning. I am Elizabeth Apati, and I have with me.
Good morning, Lagos. My name is Ebuka Ezobika, and so welcome to Lagos this morning. I'm a bit excited. 6 days to the Christmas, yeah, and I'm so excited for one reason, basically. For the gift you're going to give me on Christmas Day. I'm putting you on the spot, yeah. So I'm so excited. I can't wait.
You're putting me on where?
Yes, I can't wait.
For what?
The gift you're going to
we
give me.
didn't have that conversation.
I know we didn't have the conversation. I'm just telling you indirectly that you're going to give me something on Christmas Day.
I think it's going to be trade by barter.
So I will have to give you something.
Yeah.
So it's the love of the season. You understand?
So you shared the love. I'm not. Now you're putting me on the spot, so I'm not going to deny.
Okay.
Yeah.
We share the love, yeah? I like to share love. Trust me. Trust me.
Okay, so we're going to go straight into the paper review. And now we're starting with the Daily Trust. So on the front page of Daily Trust, not out of school children population time bomb, FG says. The writer there says 680,000, Kaduna over 500,000 in Gombe. Bauchi mobilizing resources for educational projects, Bala Muhammad says. Over 3,963 teachers in public school fail qualifying exam nationwide. And over 50% of private schools. Abducted 150 Maru villagers, 3 dead as bandits remain silent on the ransom. By Sir KB Taraba, others can't survive without a FAAC disbursement, report says. Tinubu pledges to review policies on newspaper industry. Okay. There's a lot here on the Daily Trust.
The Daily Trust bringing out so many stories, so many interesting stories. You can see on the front page, not out of school children, population, a time bomb. It's basically, the numbers are crazy. 680,000 in Kaduna, over 500,000 in Gombe. This is over 1 million children out of school in the north.
To show you that education is not...
It's dwindling down by the day because of why insecurity in this state. In Kaduna, in Gombe. The fact, these are just the numbers in these two states. You've not gone to Kano or Zamfara state that we have more numbers like this. That is one of the schools we're talking about in Zamfara that are shut down because of insecurity in Zamfara state. So the numbers are climbing, and we know that we know the value education adds to a society. And if we have these numbers out of school, it means it is a lot, and it's not saying well basically for the economy in these states, and even as in the country at large.
You know, the news that's really shocking me here is Tinubu pledges to review policy on newspaper industry. Review policy on newspaper industry. I'm trying to wonder what exactly is going on.
In the newspaper industry, if you basically the numbers of people reading the newspapers these days are really, really reduced. Many people are not. You ask yourself how many people buys papers anymore. Because now everybody is switching to the digital aspects, yeah. So probably some policies will be made for the newspaper industry to start thriving again. Maybe that is what we're waiting to see. All this should be probably 2024 or 2025. It depends on when we see all this implementation come into the country. So basically, let's move on to other newspapers right now. Let's talk about the Nigerian News Direct. I won't allow businesses die on my watch. Not on my watch, yes. On my watch, that is Game of Thrones. So the president is saying this, Bola Tinubu is saying that I won't allow business die, not on my watch. Hint on granting waivers to airline road transport operators in the country this festive season. Okay, let's see how it goes. The festive season is already upon us. As newspaper proprietors seek tax waivers to cushion rising costs, because basically some of the newspapers too have increased. Growing up, there is a newspaper I used to buy 15 naira and complete sports then.
Right now, newspaper should be 300.
That same paper is over 150, 200 right now. So the newspapers, because the economy has also affected the papers, no doubt about it. All right, moving on, you see the picture of the president and other members there of the NNPCL. He commissioned them into office yesterday. Wike, Fubara reached truce as Tinubu resolves conflict. Well, I still want to get the full details of this truce deal because yes, I want to, because this is not the first time the president have done something like this before. Called the two of them to discuss. At the end of the day, the matter escalated more than it is. But then for them calling it a truce, it means this fight or this battle between these two heavyweights
has been a little bit
hopefully let us see what the good people of River State would feel concerning this. Banks liquidity plunges to 300.68 billion naira in August. This according to the CBN. Other stories here: bottlenecks in federal tax policies limiting Lagos IGR. Talking about the internal generated revenue for Lagos State. This is coming from the governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. All these stories and more, you find them in the Nigerian News Direct.
So moving on to the blueprint. The blueprint says Tinubu steps in others' resolution of Rivers crisis. Impeachment move must stop. Court cases dropped. Hamelu remains speaker. Lawmakers to get their dues. Governor to resubmit ex-commissioner names represents the 2024 budget. So I think the blueprint has really given us an in-depth to what they agreed on. So you can check that on the blueprint. It also says INEC sets to rerun by election in 34 constituencies. It says Kano, we are sure of victory at Supreme Court. Deputy Governor says UBA gets AFDB's $175 million facility to support infrastructure development. Also says that the RMRDC says boosting science education in secondary school. Okay. Yeah, also says NNPCL board gets presidential matching orders on performance. Tinubu to NPAN says will always uphold media freedom. Okay. Welfare says NGE to launch trust fund first quarter of 2024. 10 miners arrested in Kongi, 50 truck carrying coal impounded. Okay, there's a lot of news on the blueprint here. But
I think the one concerning Fubara Wike still is the biggest story in basically almost all the newspapers. Now, the resolution that has been reached, Tinubu steps in, orders resolution of Rivers crisis. Impeachment move must stop. There's an impeachment move against the governor. So if this is part of the resolutions, if this is part of it, I don't know how Fubara would feel about this, because the lawmakers that are already in the house, the 4 or 5 of them, are these people that he knows he trusts. Now, this Amewule is the other factional speaker, pro-Wike's faction. So if he would allow this to happen, I don't know.
And the fact that they are he has to
resubmit the budget again. I don't know how.
Signed already.
The governor should be able to assert himself as the governor of the state. I don't think all these people giving him ideas on what to do or signing this particular. If he would do it, is another thing.
Well, I think because they said they've resolved it, so
probably on paper it remains to be seen in action. Yes, on paper it might.
No, Fubara is someone that always makes a statement.
Yes,
so
and he's always very quiet. You might not know what he's planning to do.
Big street action.
That's the kind of man he is. So waiting for the actions to speak, basically. Okay, let's go to this Nigeria. Tinubu resolves Rivers crisis. Basically, it has to be Rivers State. I'm still angry with my governor, anyways. Fubara to recognize 27 defected lawmakers after meeting president. All impeachment proceedings against governor to be dropped. Lawmakers under Speaker Amewule will choose where to conduct legislative business. Now, the Speaker will choose where to conduct their legislative business. Okay, so these are some of the stories concerning Rivers State you find here. Then let's talk about the Japa syndrome. Third fund to repatriate Nigerian lecturers who absconded after sponsorship. The Nigerian government sent you out on sponsorship to go and learn. Now, the teachers, once they saw that the bush is burning bright, they jackpot. So right now, Federal government say, we will pursue you, we will trace you, we will bring you back. So
you would work in Nigeria.
You will work in Nigeria because our money we used to train you there. So you see that story there. Tinubu meets NPAN chiefs, vows to uphold media freedom. Coalition faults ECOWAS fresh sanction on Niger Republic. Then on the top right corner there, federal government pays 376 billion naira electricity subsidy in 9 months. This is coming from the NEC, that's the National Electricity Regulatory Commission.
We stopped paying subsidy for fuel.
We pay subsidy basically for everything. We pay subsidy also for even data that we use. You'll be surprised that the federal government pays subsidy for that also. So the federal government pays 376 billion naira electricity subsidy in 9 months. You find that story there. National Assembly is set to pass 2024 appropriation bill this week. Okay, because they promised to pass the bill before they go on their holiday. So this week we're expecting that to be done, because by next week or till January, second week of January, before they resume back plenary. So the National Assembly will be looking to pass the budgets. Okay. Subcommittees get 48 hours deadline to submit reports. So all these and more you find in this Nigerian newspaper this morning.
So moving on to this day, same news here. National Assembly may pass budget on Saturday. 541 mid-AS and defense. He also says that Senate reps to harmonize appropriation bill Saturday for passage. Senate spokesman says. Committee submitting reports January to December budget cycling will be sustained, says committee chairman. Tinubu to review politics affecting newspaper industry. Editors launch trust funds. 800 billion naira illicit drugs seized. 42,105 offenders nabbed, Mara says. Husband kills wife over food in Lagos.
Husband kills wife over food. An hungry man is an
dead.
angry man. They're right there. The wife is dead now.
And 2 killed as fire raises late Alo Akala's residence. Fubara Wike reached Truce as Tinubu intervenes again. Lagos government congratulates Punch on NEMA NMMA awards. Pope Francis okay's blessings for same-sex couples. Okay.
All right, so you find more of those stories there in the Punch newspaper. Yeah, I think big news here. National Assembly may pass the budget. Same news. But I think the husband killing the wife over food in Lagos.
That's serious.
There's a serious issue there.
To me, I feel that's like a spiritual issue because.
Now, well, I can't say what really transpired. She's dead already, but then. And killing over food, is it that there is no food? Is it that she was delaying to serve the food?
Or is it that you gave her money
for food?
And then she didn't cook it, and then one argument later, another argument, and the argument later, another.
And it's anger, basically. It's anger. Anger might make you do something, and then once the deed is done, you'll be like, you dare start blaming the devil.
Honestly.
So then,
an hungry man is an angry man. Please, let's just end that quote. An hungry man shouldn't be an angry. If you're hungry, please go get food to eat and don't pour your aggression.
When you are hungry and somebody is telling you stories that you don't want to hear, you'll be angry.
To the point of killing.
No, killing is not to the extreme. Yeah, you understand? Killing is to the extreme. But when I'm hungry, there's some things you shouldn't come.
Let me just give you my own secret. If I'm hungry and I'm about to get angry, I just leave the scene and then go and look for something to eat. Okay. Because if you're hungry and then you're angry, pouring the anger on someone won't take.
Okay, now these are scenarios. Now you might be hungry and you have money. Now you are hungry and you don't have money to buy the food to eat.
So is that why
somebody comes out to tell you his own family problem? Man, I'm hungry. Don't come and tell me your.
One popular quote that comes in Nigeria is, when I tell you my family problem, the next thing you say is more. You don't know the past man.
Not in Nigeria with the drug problem.
But then we'll be dragging issues. We are bragging for how big our problem is.
Yes. Say, bro, it isn't a problem with that.
Wait,
make I tell you my problem. Say, man, bro, you get problem. So then again, I think the police they've swooped into it and they've arrested the man already. So he will have to answer questions in court because this is a murder case, a case of murder.
I hope he has eaten. So.
And they should give him food first to explain. If it's food, I don't know if it's basically, but then it's not a good news.
Yeah.
Let's move now to the Nation newspaper, shall we? On the Nation newspaper, Fubara, Wike strike deal. I like the way they put it on the Nation newspaper. Wike and Fubara. Then the right down there, wearing camps signed 8-point agreements after presidential intervention. 8-point agreement. Kilo day. What's going on there? 8 points agreement. Okay. INEC fixed 6 by-elections into Senate House orders for February, but according to INEC, no date yet. INEC will be meeting in the further, probably like by January next year, to fix dates for these elections. Budget 2024 committees ordered to submit reports. Benin, Niger, Togo owe Nigeria $11.6 million electricity bill. Onigbese, they should pay us. They should pay us. We need the money in the country.
Honestly.
11.6. How can you be owing us $11.6 million?
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money if we convert it to naira. So please, federal government, in case you are really too busy to send somebody to bring back these funds, I offer myself.
Wow.
I give myself away so you can use me.
Well, the money, if they give it to you, will you bring it back here?
Trust me. Trust me.
Trust fund.
Trust me. I wish I give you something. At least you receive something.
And I'll keep my mouth. That's one thing about. That's one thing.
But then you cannot be earning all this money and
you're working for you. That's what we're going through in this country.
No.
How can you be sitting there? You know what this country is going through, and then you're owing us.
Owing us.
No.
And people are our neighbors. Benin, Niger, Togo.
You can feel it. Our pain nearby.
No, it's not pain. I'm the man. You guys are close friends now. So please, federal government. You can send me. I give myself away, please. Use me. Catholic Church okays blessing for same-sex couples, meaning that at this particular juncture, the Pope is the highest, how would I put it, ranking officer in the Catholic, basically. So, and anything the Pope says goes.
But so now, does it supersede like every Catholic church around the world?
Every Catholic church obeys what the Pope said.
Around
what
the
Pope
world.
says. Yes, around the world.
So
everywhere.
the Catholic Church in Nigeria is now, they believe.
Now, that is part of the problem. Now, okay, I think we will discuss this issue later in the course of the program because it's broader when it comes to Nigeria's context of the things, because we know it's not allowed here in Nigeria. Try it. Try it.
Moving on to the Liberty, Voice of Liberty News. So Yule TD says that Nigerian Christians face bleak Xmas over food inflation, rising cost of living. Honestly, there's a lot going on. End of the year holidays, Nigerians stranded over cash scarcity, network issues in bank. Please let that network issue be fixed. Kano governorship battle. So senior court to hear Abba Yusuf's appeal on Thursday. Zamfara bandits kill college lecturer after collecting 2 million ransom. Okay, no, that's really sad. Budget Minister Bagudu moves to block France from repatriating $150 million Abacha loot. So Abacha's money is still flying around.
You know, is the Father Christmas always gives us money anytime. He's always. But now read that story again.
Budget Minister Bagudu moves to block France from repatriating 150 million Abacha loot.
Now
allegedly demands $30 million cut.
Now you see that story. France wants to give us more of Abacha's money, $150 million. Allegedly right now, because it's still alleged, it's not certain. So the budget minister is telling France, because they've called him, hello sir, we hear you're the budget minister of Nigeria. Yes, we want to bring back Abacha's money for the country. And he said, no, hold it first. Hold on. Don't bring it to the country. Just keep it on load. 30 for me, then the rest for the country. Don't loud it.
Are you serious?
That's what he's trying to do there. He's demanding $30 million cut from Abacha's money. You want to loot the looter.
Okay.
A looter continua. You don't do. Who does that?
Why?
Allegedly, though. Allegedly.
So it's not
according to the Voice of Liberty. They are speaking out for liberty to happen.
So we're so sorry for the college lecturer.
Yes.
2 million is a lot. You know, paying 2 million just to save a life, and then you still didn't save the life. The 2 million is gone. The life is gone. May so rest in peace.
Yes, I mean.
Yeah. So Governor bars civil servants from wearing native attire, kaftan,
Babariga.
Babariga. What's Babariga again?
Babariga is, their traditional Babariga that they put on. Yeah.
So it bans them to wear to office on work days.
So meaning they should put on suit and tie, official dressing.
Funny enough, it's not all of them that actually put on official dresses. I always see most of them on native.
That's what he's trying to stop. In fact, that's what he has put a stop to. So all civil servants stop up, putting off Captain Babariga, anything native. Probably we might just fix probably Fridays for them. But for now, he says it's a norm right now and he wants to change that norm. The norm should not be.
So lastly, this news also says that ex-President Buhari government extrajudicial executed 150 pro-Biafra protesters and 350 civilians in Zaria. Amnesty International says. Okay, there's a lot. The Biafra are really doing a lot right now. So that's it on the Voice of Liberty.
Okay, let's switch now to the Tribune newspaper, the Nigerian Tribune this morning. How presidency brokered truce between Fubara and Wike.
It's where you always take the voices of this River State.
It has to be River State. Like I say, I'm sick vexing for my governor.
I
will leave him alone. He is not doing anything. Shetima, Gbajabiamila, Ribadu, Odili in attendance in the meeting. They were all present in the meeting because this is not a quarrel that only one man can say.
Honestly.
So they have to bring in other people, the friends of the groom. Yes,
they
have to bring the relations of the groom to come because Peter Odili, former governor of Rivers State. We also have Ribadu, who is the one of the ministers. Gbajabiamila is the chief of staff. Shetima, the vice president. So the president, the vice president, the chief of staff to the president, former governor of River State, just to settle.
So everybody's related.
With everybody, one way or the other, there's a connection between all of them to settle the quarrel. So finally, thank God that they finally settled.
Actually has the agreements that they reached.
Okay, yeah. So the 8-point agreements here. Yeah? So let's see some of these agreements reached at this meeting. Impeachment proceedings against Fubara should stop. All matters instituted in court by Rivers governor, his team should be withdrawn immediately. We also see there leadership of Rivers Assembly led by Amawile should be recognized along with 27 lawmakers who defected. Fubara must represent state budgets to a properly constituted House of Assembly. Names of all commissioners who resigned should be resubmitted to Assembly for approval. The dissolution of local government administration is null and void. Remuneration and benefits of all leaders of assembly and staff must be reinstated immediately. Governors should not interfere with the funding of the assembly. So basically, all the stand that the governor has taken, it's going back to status quo. Basically, that's what it is.
I think, to me, or my opinion, I think this truce favors more
of the Wike faction. It's
the only thing that favors Fubara here is the impeachment proceedings.
Yes,
that's the only thing.
That's the only
thing.
It's
like I really don't know.
It's not good for me personally. It's not looking good for the governor.
Yeah, I don't think
it's not looking good for him. If he wants to have his say on this particular issue, he should have more to say. Because the governor of the state, like I said,
the acting governor.
He's the acting governor of the state, so the governor basically should have more of the say in that particular regard. So right now, that is not is basically the godfather having total control. That is what it just is. Because if those people that resign on their own, you are telling them to come back again.
And you're giving them everything
basically. So, like I said, it's still words on paper. Like to see it in action. Let's see how it plays out. Other stories on the Tribune. INEC may hold by-elections rerun in February. Adamawa Appeal Court opposed Fintiri's election. Fines Binani 1 million naira. Tinubu threatens to sack NNPCL board if ... What is that if there? If they fail to work. Other stories here too. Tinubu to NPAN now consider paper industry policy. Talking about the Newspapers Association of Nigeria, that is NPAN. NGE to launch trust fund on media sustainability professionalism. Then the story concerning Pope Francis opens possibility of blessing same-sex couples. Yes, you find out there's more in the Nigerian Tribune newspaper.
So moving on to the Guardian newspaper. Nigerian may burn over 1.5 trillion on cooking gas in 2024 amid insensitive. Please, Guardian, don't shock me like this with such news. This news is shocking. Nigerians delegation to COP28 insensitive of economic reality. 3.5 billion naira debt. Court freezes Oyo government accounts in 10 banks. Okay. Senate gives panel 48 hours to submit 2024 budget. INEC plans to return by election for February 2024. Irrigation agriculture experts recommend new land administration and method. Energia Onado JV commissioned multi-billion naira project in Delta. Okay, that's amazing. Tinubu broadcast Truce as Fubara Wike signs peace agreement. That's a trending news. Everywhere is talking about it.
Okay, but the basic thing about the Guardian is the statistics of the monies that's going to be spent in 2025.
1.5 trillion.
Amid incentives, 1.5 trillion naira on cooking gas. It's in fact the price of gas these days is it's high. 12,500 naira for the 12.5 kg that you can see on your screen there. It's basically expensive, and with the way things are going with the inflation and all this cost of rising cost of goods and services in the country, there's every possibility that it would increase by next year. And
looking at the statistics of cooking gas, from 2018 it was 416 naira. 2019 it became 334 naira. 2020 it became 389 naira. 2021 it became 355 naira, meaning it reduced from 2019, then increased in 2020. It reduced back in 2021, and then in 2022
it flew.
It just, oh my god, it doubled. Is it double?
Yes,
it doubled and
more than doubled. Added, yeah.
That was, it now increased to 843. And in 2023 we're buying it for 1,100 naira. So 2022. There's a lot that happened.
A lot happened in 2022.
Oh my god.
Aftermath of the COVID-19, that was the excuse we got. Aftermath of COVID-19, the economy, global warming, and all those things. We had those so many bets. The hike, the increase is just so much. Honestly. 353 to 843. Now, this is where we are right now. 2023, we're buying it over 1,000 naira. 2024, it is well with you. I pray that you'll be peaceful.
Use cooking. Use what do they call it? What they call firewood. No, firewood makes the food more.
Fine girl like you. If I give you firewood now, use it now. Would you say, oh my god, how would I be eating in this age and time?
See, forget fine girl, fine girl. Looking at this money.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't think I would.
Are you willing to use firewood? Tell me you are willing to use firewood. I would say wife material, 100 yards. Saving cost for the family.
I'm not willing to use firewood.
Oh.
But I think we'll just limit the time we cook with gas.
Nigerians. Nigerian people will give advice that you will not use. You're advising them, but you say you're not sure you use it.
I should advise them, even though I don't think I would use it. So.
Okay, so basically, we will come to the comments. Yes, we see that many of your comments are dropping on the comment section there. So we'll take many of those comments, as many as we can take because of the show. But still, let's keep giving you the papers as it is. Tinubu stakeholders broker peace and reverse crisis. This is now in the first news. Tinubu stakeholders broker peace and reverse crisis. The pictures of the three gladiators. They are there with Fubara in the middle. Yes, Wike on one side, Fubara in the middle.
Every picture we have of Fubara is always like.
It's always quite like, it's not there. I did watch you.
I'm like.
Yeah, I did watch you. So, and not really smiling. I saw a video of him.
He's not smiling. He's not angry.
He's not.
He just has a straight face.
I was not scared because I don't like that you're not smiling, you're not angry.
I like that because it will be like not really, it will be hard for you to predict. I like the fact that it just shocks me. Keep shocking me.
It's the shock for me.
Keep surprising me, honestly.
Anyways, Fubara to drop all cost crazy. Basically the same thing, same old. So let's not bore you with so many of the details anymore. Tinubu's intervention not needed in Rivers and Ondo crisis. This is coming from Babatunde Raji Fashola. Don't forget what's going on. Yeah. He's a senior, he's an elder statesman right now.
Yes.
He has been there, done that. So right now he's just one place chilling. So they come to him right now for, basic questions. What do you see? What's your advice, your opinion? So that's what he's doing right now. So there's an impasse going on in Ondo State that we all know. The deputy governor, who is right now the acting governor, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, and also what is happening in the House of Assembly there in Ondo State, coupled with Rotimi Akeredolu, the governor of Ondo State, who is currently on sick leave. So there is a quarrel going on. People are already calling on the president to intervene in the issue. But then Fashola is saying that it is really not needed. But then he has intervened in River State. Let's see if he would, but I doubt if he would do anything in Ondo State, because the one happening in Ondo State is not as what is going on in River State. Courts restrains Buhari's minister from holding public office. Okay, that's interesting. 3.5 billion naira debt. Court freezes Oyo's government accounts in 10 banks. And I'm going to Badon. 2 die as fire raises ex-governors Akala's residence. Very sad. Alawa Akala, former governor there, his house was raised by fire, and 2 died in that one. Supreme Court to hear Kano governorship appeal on Thursday. Interesting days ahead as we look forward to what the Supreme Court will be seeing in Kano State because of the shenanigans going on from the tribunal to the appeal court. Right now, the case is finally this Thursday. We'll see the end of this issue. And I know by now security would be so tight in Kano State, because we know the protests that have gone on in so many places. We know this and that have happened. Hopefully, it will end up peaceful. That's just what I pray for. Nigerians will celebrate worst Christmas under Tinubu, says Frank.
Okay. I don't like that news. I hope you don't make my Christmas like worst Christmas.
I'm a Nigerian. We are in this together.
No, do that.
But then, this is Timmy Frank speaking. Timmy Frank is a chieftain, ex-chieftain of the APC. He's saying that Nigeria, it's not just to, make you get scared, but
it's
he's
just
saying
stating the obvious.
Because, we know the market everywhere is dry right now. So he said Nigerians will celebrate worst Christmas under Tinubu. I'm hearing somebody say, God forbid, I will not celebrate worst Christmas. I can hear it, man. Somebody just saying, God forbid. I will never. Myself, my family.
I cannot. The chicken, the fish, the rice, the jollof rice, the drink. I cannot.
Please, let's leave that drink alone. Let's not go there.
Having that aftermath.
I have even the before math and the aftermath and during math. I have everything right now.
You need to calm down. I think.
You think it's just for me?
I'm telling you that my advice to you guys now is that water cannot be fake.
That is fake. Oh, didn't you see the video? Fake waters too.
Where?
It's everywhere. The video is viral. You've not seen it. I'm pulling your legs. That's waste of pulling now. I'm not wasting my. He's there.
But I will still drink water.
Oh,
I will still drink water.
Drink water from your house that you are sure.
From my house, not I buy the water into my house.
Oh.
Or I should drink tap water. Which one?
I don't know how you want to do it, but then it's crazy. This is.
It works like, if you drink hot water, it's more, I don't know what they call it. Probably you guys should boil your drinks. I'm just saying, it's my advice. You're thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it.
When you boil it, you pour it back, put it inside.
Your boiled beer. Crazy things.
It's like taking a budget.
Have you taken it before? So you know these things. Look at you. Anyways, that is all the first news for this morning.
So that's all for the newspaper review. And we're going to move into the discussion session.
Well, let's read some comments first.
Yeah, so we're going to take your comments. So, Ose Okoji says, maybe a serious risk to the governor if
true. We're talking about River State there. Yeah, it may be a serious risk. Yes, I agree with you, Ose Okoji.
So Emma Samuel is wishing us good morning.
Good morning to you, Emma.
Emma Samuel really has a lot to say. Ebuka, you don't see another person. Oh my God.
I don't stress people, Emma. I do not stress people. They stress me.
You can see the way I've been moving my. I'm literally like.
Emma. Now you they do this one. Emma, I'm not stressing anybody.
No, you say no grief. Don't worry. I have this under control. Don't worry. So it says, good morning, my people, from Gladys Chisom. Good morning to you.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning, Samuel Sammy. Good morning to you.
Good morning to who is there again? Gladys Oyabo. So we have 2 Gladyses.
Yes. So Pan Afro says that Nigeria's largest African economy may become last African country to divest from colonizers' aid. Okay. I really don't understand. It also says here that Nigeria government will continue to fail the economy until the public has had enough. Kept on the edge of poverty and struggle.
Pan-Africa is fighting for Africa. You know, that's his just name. Is fighting what he knows best. Yeah. So thank you very much, Pan-Afro. I will thank you so much. Gladys here, but all is well. Good morning, dear presenters. Gladys,
all is well.
Gladys is actually where it is well. Gladys is in the abroad.
Gladys, let me tell you.
She's in the abroad. She's in Atlanta, yeah. Atlanta, India, India abroad.
So that's why Ebuka says that's what you're saying. All is. Maybe when you come to Nigeria, you wouldn't say all is well. So what am I supposed to say here? I still stand on all is well.
In Nigeria, what you say? We thank God, though. That's what we say.
I'm grateful to God.
Yeah, we thank God.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to the discussion session. What have we got to take here?
Okay. Let's just go on a short break. After the break, then we'll come back for discussion concerning my guy. Okay, we'll be back after the short break.
100 Nereko, Estambaseko.
You're welcome back to Lagos this morning, and now we're moving into the discourse session.
Okay.
So we'll be taking the Vatican. Pope Francis approves blessing for same-sex couples. Ebuka, before I read this story,
why do I feel you want to say something not nice? Why do I feel? Okay.
I won't lie.
Okay.
I don't want to say it on the internet so that people don't get to drag me, but I'm not really into same sex. It's not something that I believe
religiously, because
I agree on. So looking at you, you know, I don't know if you religiously believe in anything or not. I feel like you have an open mind. So what's your opinion
about same sex?
Yes.
My opinion basically is we live in a world right now that things are not the way it used to be. Personally, I won't do same sex. I can't leave this species and do my species. No.
Wow. So you say your species ain't good. Ain't good enough for you.
It's not good. Yes, sexually, I can't. No, now it's not. It's not something that I basically support because I find it weird. It's strange for me, basically, that I can't see. Probably yes, upbringing and everything, moral instructions with the morality, basically in a Nigerian setting. Basically, it's hard.
Or your culture.
Yes, it's hard for you to come outside to say that, hey, I like my fellow man.
Ebuka's type.
You understand? Like, yeah, I imagine me telling my dad, "Now, Dad, I'm gay. I like men." He will tell me no problem. If he beats the gay out of my life, it's just the Nigerian setting. But then, in the world right now, things like I said, a lot of things has changed. But still, we know our grounds as Nigerians. We know where we stand in these kind of situations. When these issues come into the public space, we know
where we are right now.
We know that.
So that brings me to my question. Like you said, the Pope Francis is like the general overseer of all Catholic churches in the world. So bringing down to Nigeria now, Catholic Church in Nigeria, do they follow his belief right now?
Now, his belief is, for the Catholics, for the Reverend Fathers, the belief of the Pope, they see it as the belief of God. Anything he says, once it's a law, it goes round the world. It's done that same way. the doctrines are the same, the prayers are the same. That is not saying nothing changes.
But we know
Nothing
that
changes.
the government in Nigeria.
Now, where it's now, in fact, the issue, let's go back in time. This is not the first time that this issue concerning same-sex marriage is coming to Nigeria. It came during the time of Goodluck Jonathan. Then they even threatened at the point. Then but Jonathan had to stand his ground. Then it was proclaimed 14 years imprisonment for anybody that does this thing. So I believe that the outside world are looking for a way to come into Africa with this kind of thing. In Uganda last year, when Uganda made it a law that it will never happen, the European Union sanctioned Uganda that some aids they were supposed to help them with, they will stop giving to them. They didn't mind. They did what they do that. We are not going to stand by this law. So they are looking for a way to come in. But right now, this is one way to come in. But right now, what is the only thing that in Nigeria here is a crime? You can't do it according to Nigerian laws. So if you are doing same sex, you go to meet the Reverend Father. At the Pope have said, Father, bless us. We want to be a couple. It is then left for the Pope, the Reverend Father to say, so you go and meet Pope. Go meet Pope, yeah, Pope talk. Because it's political in a way. Because it is religion versus politics. Yeah. Religion is saying that you are free to bless them. Politics in the country is saying you can't do that. In fact, the law, Nigeria did a law that both that the same sex, that you and your husband or you and your wife that are coming to do the same sex copulation, if it's done, the both of you would be arrested. The event center you use for the reception, the owner of the event center will be arrested. Those that came for the reception ceremony, everybody will be arrested. The owner of the street, they were arrested. So, in fact, there is a lot. So, for the Vatican, for the Pope, he knows what he's saying. In that part of the world, it works there. It's a normal thing. They do it publicly. They kiss publicly outside. Man and man, woman and woman do their thing. No restrictions. It's a norm. They won't do it for them to. A man kneels down to propose to a fellow man. They will do para. They will say, please say yes, say yes. The man will start blushing. If your fellow man do para for you, I blow him. There's some things girls do together that guys who can't do it.
So you can't. Oh my God.
Well, what now? We thought you were you're not mad. That
He's really pissed.
No, I'm not pissed. I'm holding it. But there's some things girls do that we can't do. Girls, you go to events together. You want to use the restroom. You have to wait for your friend. That hey, what's up? As a guy now, you come and meet me like I say,
follow me now.
See what let's go. I'll go peace. See what happen. It's just there's things we can't.
But we don't see that as a big deal.
No, we the normal guys here, we see.
But why is it a big deal for you guys?
It's strange.
How is it somehow for you guys?
You know, there is this. I can't explain it, but no, now.
If my girl is going to the toilet and then she doesn't take me along, I'll feel down. I feel like.
That's why you guys are built differently. You understand? We know we are built. Yeah, we know we are built. We can't go and see. The only time you see guys going together to say they want to urinate together, some alcohol has gone down. Everybody has to, you understand?
Or probably you guys you want to use the toilet at the same time.
It can never happen. You use your own. I use
so let's take the story. The story from channels.
Okay, so basically now the Vatican on Monday approved blessings for same-sex couples, but insisted they must not be established as a Catholic rite, nor given in context related to civil union or weddings. Now, in a document approved by Pope Francis, the Vatican backed the possibility of blessings for couples in regular situations and for couples of the same sex. One should not prevent or prohibit the church closeness to people in every situation in which they might seek God's help through a simple blessing. However, it does not change the Catholic Church stance on same-sex marriages or unions. The Church insists marriages is only between a man and a woman for the purpose of having children. This blessing should never be imparted in concurrence with the ceremonies of a civil union and not even in connection with them in the document stress. Now, basically, he's saying the same thing. That it's not that he's saying that the Catholic Church does not support it, but you are free to bless them. Okay. So it's like you saying yes and saying no at the same time. You are free to bless them, but we are not supporting it. So if you are blessing them, we are not blessing them in the name of God. We are just blessing them that shall do your thing.
But really?
So probably you know, probably he has been forced or something. He has probably tried not to, but one way or the other he has to succumb to their plea or something. So like you saying yes and no are basically at the same time. But then those in this particular field will like it. They will love it. They will be so much happy.
They'll be pleased.
They'll be pleased to go for blessings right now. So, God bless you. No. Bless you.
So
Bless you.
moving on to Spyro. Spyro defends performing in church. So Spyro, who is a member of the Adventist Church, performed during their carol service program.
Yeah.
And then Nigerians, you know Nigerians now, you know us. We're gonna talk. And we always talk. So Nigerians came out to question, you're the only fine girl.
Only fine boy. I'm sorry, girl.
Are you
No, I'm just.
Oh, you good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Nigerians came to, everybody said their minds. Oh, why you perform here? Oh, why you not perform here? Some people, say, my guy, perform. So many things, so many opinions went down. So Spyro is out to talk about everything. And he said that I am human, can serve God. Spyro defends it. And he says, the singer faced criticism from performing his hit song, Only Fine Girl, during a drama presentation at the church event. So, the Nigerian singer Oladipe David, popularly known as Spyro, has addressed the recent controversy surrounding his performance at the Adventist International Gospel Centers on their Christmas carol service in the States, Lagos. The singer said in response to the backlash, Spyro 33 took to his X handle to clarify the situation, stating that despite being a celebrity, he has the right to serve God and can worship like any other member of the church. He said that who gained spotlight in 2023 from Who's Your Guy?
Yep.
He's not my guy.
Yeah, wow.
So he stressed that regardless of his celebrity status, he retains the right to serve God and engage in worship like any other member of the church. He said, and I quote, "Because I am a celebrity doesn't make me human. I can serve God like the rest of you want to serve God. And I've been a member of Adventist for over 7 years, and I serve in 2 departments." That's nice.
The thing is, nobody's
saying that you
shouldn't go to church or serve God.
And I think I'm going to take him for his word where he says that he should worship his God like he worships. So if we're going to sing to worship our God, you're the only... Maybe he was trying to... Maybe he said, you're the only fine God.
Actually, it's a drama presentation, yeah?
Okay.
The drama presentation and to sing for Mary. So that line of the song had to be used. But then you ask yourself, we know this song is a secular song. It's a secular song. You could, if you want to do it that way, if you want to act, you're acting a drama, why not compose another song? Basically, that we don't know of. You're a singer, you're a songwriter, you are an artist. So feel free to, play around, freestyle, do something different. Yes, you're a worker in the church, nobody argues with that. You're a member of the church, beautiful. And, but that particular song, we know the lyrics.
We know where the song has been.
The song is Toto's Babe. Yes, it's Toto's Babe. If I want to toast her now, I'll tell her you are the only fine girl. If, don't look at me. I say, if I want to toast you, I'll toast you.
Well, what do you think I wanted to come at you?
You already,
what if I wanted to take in your compliment and be like...
With that face that you do, that face, no, don't worry, I will toast you after the program. For now. But then, so basically, that song is, we know the context it was used for. So bringing that context into the church, that is what. But then you're free to, shalaye, explain.
Yes,
you're tired.
Because Nigerians always talk. And I think we should get used to knowing that Nigerians always talk. And some things when we do some certain things, we should just know that somebody somewhere will say something. And when the person says it, the rest follows. So
now they are dragging it. Okay, if you can sing a song, so nobody should blame Portable for singing in the Celestial Praise Night. Though him was singing, in fact, he was singing his own. But DJ was playing at the Praise Night. Yes, that's
okay. That's a lot.
So everybody has the own.
I think if your performance was coming from a place of what should I say? A place of them. Let me not put him like trying to side him. I'm not trying to side anybody here, but sometimes you might just do that, not knowing the consequences or not knowing that people can drag about these things, because he has been in the church for, like he said, for 7 years. So he has been a member, a full-time member, a deep member, rooted and seated.
More of the things he said that made Nigerians angry was the part he mentioned, and I became born again in the church. I'm a born again Christian. Well, that part, we say, yes, bro.
Those explanations were not really what we needed to hear.
No.
I think what we needed to hear was why. The reason for you being in the church is not really a good reason to why. But anyways, we've brought the news for you. We've given our opinion, so we're going to wait and see what you guys have.
What do you guys think about it, though?
Yes, just let us know
what you think about.
So moving on to this news, this news has been and Ebuka prophesied and he came back again. So that's the Yabo Ojo.
They talk this.
That's the Yabo Ojo. So Yabo Ojo replies Naira Marley and demands, 1 billion naira in damage.
Billion.
She doubled the price.
Yeah.
Like double the price.
Doubled it.
Okay, so
let's go to the story basically. Now, Yabo Ojo has responded to the demands made by Naira Marley. Now, to be recalled that Naira Marley, through his lawyers, issued a letter demanding that Yabo Ojo apologizes for all the things she said about him while demanding justice for the late Iliri Oluwaloba, popularly known as Mohbad. The lawyers added that a failure to apologize will result in them suing her for 500 million naira in damages. Responding, Yabo said they did not deliver any letter to her, and she only saw it on social media. The lawyers representing Yabo Ojo, that is the Maverick Fort Legal, said they are ready to present witnesses to testify in court to back the allegations the actress made against Naira Marley. Yabo also demanded 1 billion naira from Naira Marley for deliberately misleading the public that he served her the letter. She also claimed that the public letter from Naira Marley made her lose her income and standing in the society. That's why she's suing Naira Marley for 1 billion naira. That number one, I'm suing you for misleading the public that you gave me a letter, whereas there was no letter, that she only saw the letter on social media. And also that court letter that he brought made her lose her standing in the society. That's people who are now looking at her less.
People were really talking.
Yes,
she trended on, and that
she lost her income. That she made her lose her income. She said she lost money from that particular.
But why are you saying it like
case. That? No, she lost money. I'm just saying it's she lost money.
She lost money.
And no woman likes losing money.
No.
Calm down. No woman likes losing money.
Never.
So now she's doubling the money. You see me 500 million.
You have to double it.
So I'm counter suing 1 billion. And I said this, that it will eventually get to this. Yabo Ojo will definitely counter sue. And she's taking my word. And but I was not expecting 1 billion though. I was expecting something in the range of 500 million. Yes.
No,
yeah.
You have to double it. That's like investment policy.
Investment policy. That's a new one. So let's see. Like we said, we'll not delve into this issue for too much because it's in court. So let's see how they will settle, if they will settle in court or out of court. So for now, Naira Marley might still reply. The lawyers might still reply.
So they'll still what?
Maybe. When the 7 days is already counted, she's not.
I think 7 days has
gone. I don't know. I'm not counting with them. But then, if it's not gone, then all we know that the lawyers of Naira Marley said, we'll give you 7 days to apologize. After the 7 days, we're taking you to court and suing for 500 million naira. So she didn't even apologize. She's instead counsel suing them. So the apology is done. It's gone. So let's see.
We are all missing. They are all missing.
And we're still waiting for results from the autopsy for Mohbad, basically.
Honestly, yes, that's not out yet.
It's not out.
So finally, we're going to take the I won't tolerate performance. Tinubu wants new NNPCL board.
So basically, first things first about the board. Let me just say this.
Okay.
One of the media persons, not media person, media personality, Toke Makinwa.
Okay.
She had this issue with the people when people found out that she went to Dubai for the COP28. People there dragging her, and what are you going to do in Dubai? That blah 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 blah. You did this, you did that. You're not supposed to be there. What's your essence for going to Dubai? Is it that something is happening that we don't know? Bam! Her dad is not the new chairman of NNPC. So please, let's hear this story.
So President Bola Tinubu has warned the board of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited that non-performance will not be tolerated. The president, who inaugurated the board of the NNPCL at the State House on Monday, also warned that conduct suggesting a sense of entitlement will not be tolerated. According to a statement by the presidential spokesman, Ajuri Ngeli, the president said that the board could be dissolved without prior notice to members over non-performance. He said, and I quote, "You could be suddenly dissolved if there is no sustained excellence in performance," Tinubu warned. He also said corporate social responsibility for the Niger Delta must be taken seriously, considering the devastating effects of oil exploration and exploitation on the environment. He also quotes, he said, "Niger Delta must be seen as the goose that lays the golden egg." Yeah, baby. "And we must treat the region with the deserved respect and care." Yeah, that's right. "It is not asking for too much to ensure quality and constant water supply. School, medical facilities, and roads should be." He also says that it is not about us, it is about the well-being of the entire country and the lifeblood of the nation. We should care more about the environment. We'll do more for security to minimize stealing and vandalization, he stated. So the president directed that more attention should be given to gas as Nigerian transition to cleaner energy, adding, "We need to show that we are committed to the welfare of the country." Now, what I want to understand from this is, are you trying to say that for the COP28 now, the outcome of the COP28 is that, oh, Niger Delta is really causing, or the crude oil sector is causing a lot of climate damage? Because now you're saying that we're going to be giving more attention to gas.
Yeah.
And the reason is Nigerian transition to cleaner energy.
One of the issues we are passing, we've lost monies, with the climate also has been affected. Gas flaring in the south there is, people are making money from gas flaring, whereas we are wasting it. Countries are making money from gas flaring basically, but Nigeria, we are still wasting the resources coming from gas flaring. We are a nation that has the best crude in Africa. We have fuel, we have gas also. So if we're transitioning to gas, we need people to work very well to make sure that we harness the potentials in that regards. Now, we talked about how much we are getting gas from 2020 or 2018, how much it was before, how it's skyrocketed onto the price we're buying right now. If we could harmonize the ones we have in the country, it would be a bit cheaper. So the president has set the ball rolling, and we wish all of them all the very best. And we hope that we start seeing the results, basically as it is, from all this that they are doing. NNPC as one of the issues we've been having most times. NNPC, fuel, always having issues almost every time. Now and then we're having issues with the NNPC. Hopefully with this board being set up, we would have new lease of life come into the NNPC.
So that's all for Lagos this morning. I hope you enjoyed your time with two of us. The EE.
Yes, the EE. Don't play. Don't play.
Don't play. The EE will always be here every day to give you more headline stories in more front page paper review. So this is Lagos this morning, and I am Elizabeth Apati.
My name is Ibuka Izubika. We'll catch you again tomorrow. Bye for now.
100 naira. Let's